Hello students, in this discussion we shall look at the measurement of solar irradiance, that is pyranometer actually we will see, which measures the global solar irradiance. So to measure the global solar irradiance we use pyranometers. It is a primary instrument used to measure global solar irradiations. So when we speak of global solar irradiation means the sun energy coming from all direction in the hemisphere above the planet, above the plane of the instrument. This is also a portable instrument actually. So this instrument will measure both the beam radiation which comes directly as well as diffuse radiation, and that is why it is called global solar irradiance. The most common pyranometer design uses a thermopile. You can see the pyranometer. This is a sketch actually of the pyranometer. You have got a left side top sun, then this is a hemispherical glass cover is there. In the center you have got a black absorbing surface which is connected to cables, and there is ambient temperature compensation, and ultimately you have electrical readout, and below the black absorbing surface you have insulation. So this measures both direct radiation, that is beam radiation, as well as diffuse radiation. The most common pyranometer design uses a thermopile. Thermopile means multiple thermocouples which are connected in series, and they are attached to a thin black absorbing surface shielded from convective loss and insulated against conductive losses. So this black absorbing surface, we don't want any convection, so definitely we have got a glass cover there, okay, and we don't want any conduction loss, that is why we have put the insulator below the black absorbing surface. So we are trying to prevent both convective heat transfer losses as well as conductive heat transfer losses. When placed in the sun, the surface attains a temperature proportional to the amount of radiant energy falling on it. The temperature is measured and converted through accurate calibration into a readout of the global solar irradiance falling on the absorbing surface. A properly designed instrument measures radiation in all the solar wavelengths, and its response to direct radiation should be proportional to the cosine of the angle between the sun and the line normal to the pyranometer absorber surface. The typical use of pyranometry is for instrument of global horizontal solar irradiance, means sunlight falling on the horizontal surface as we have seen in the sketch. So for this purpose it is the instrument pyranometer is placed in the horizontal orientation and is sufficiently high above the surroundings so that it has clear hemispheric view to the entire sky with no shading or reflecting trees or buildings within its field of view. So like we keep it on the rooftop of some high-rise building, so that there is no shade of any tree or any reflection from any other adjoining buildings. So for the horizontally oriented pyranometer, the direct normal solar irradiance is reduced by the cosine of the angle of incidence, which in this case is a solar zenith angle. The measured global horizontal solar irradiance is IH, that is a irradiance total horizontal, IH, okay. I stands for irradiation and H stands for here horizontal, is equal to IBN cos theta plus IDH, this units is watts per meter square, where IBN represents the irradiance coming directly from the sun's disk. Okay, directly which is coming now, that is beam radiation. And this IDH refers to the diffuse radiation. IBN is beam radiation, IDH is the diffuse radiation falling from on the horizontal surface. You can see here the direct beam radiation from the sun is shown IH, and the diffuse one is shown ID. This instrument can also be used for measuring solar irradiation on the tilted surfaces also, like inclined surfaces. Example would be measurements from a pyranometer placed in the same plane as a tilted solar collector. So you can see from the sketch here, now it is kept on an angle at an angle beta. The measurement now includes solar energy reflected from the surrounding surfaces. So here when you keep it like this, then the sunlight will fall on the surrounding surfaces, and that reflection will also come onto the horizontal this pyranometer. So basically what happens in the thermopile, earlier days they were using thermocouples or a series of thermocouples called as thermopile, but now they are using photovoltaic cells only. Solar PV cells made of silicon, they are used, and they are cheaper and more reliable. So the short circuit current produced by these photovoltaic cells is proportional to the intensity of radiation striking the surface. Also, the rate of response of this current to changes in the solar intensity is rapid. Solar photovoltaic, they are like real-time response, so immediately they will respond. So this was about solar irradiance measurement using pyranometer on a horizontal surface as well as a inclined surface.